In the spring of 2008, I was a freshman in college. I had graduated high school that June of 2007. So I sat out a semester and then I decided to come to college that January of 2008, not 2018, 2008. So by that point in time, I was like 18 years old, going on 19. And I was just now beginning to come to terms to the fact that I was gay. I had not yet come to terms with it yet. But when I got to college, I wanted to find a girlfriend oh so bad. But it was like it just wasn't working for me. Like I would never approach a girl. I would never find a girl attractive. For me, I just felt like this. Whatever my dick responds to, that's what I like. And whenever I saw a girl walk past me, my dick didn't jump. But when I saw a fine ass nigga walk past me, my dick jumped. So I knew that's what the fuck I wanted. So one weekend I came home from school and it was this guy, y'all know I don't never call no names, so I'm gonna give these people different names. It was this guy. I'm gonna call him Walker. He wrote me on Facebook and approached me, and we were going back and forth, and we planned to meet, and he got my number and everything like that. So we were just talking on the phone and shit like that. And on that college campus, it was very strict. Like we cannot be on the grounds of that damn campus after 10:30. If we were gonna get fined or wrote up or whatever it was like that. We had to be in our dorms by that point. So, I snuck out and I went to go see him. And, my roommate was my cousin Reggie at the time. So he really didn't know shit about me being gay. He didn't know nothing. I was still a virgin and everything like that. Like, I was still his pure little cousin back then. So he didn't know what was going on with me. But I was out there sneaking around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I went to go see the guy, and we kissed and everything like that, and that was the first kiss I ever had by anybody, a man, period, anybody, because I never had sexual or physical contact with a female. I never kissed a female, no nothing. So I had never kissed nobody, and I was like 18, going on 19 by then. That was the first kiss I ever had, and it was great. So for me, it was like I kissed a boy, and I liked it, pretty much. So we kept talking and my birthday came. I turned 19. You know what I mean? And we just kept seeing each other, and I fell like in love with this man. Like I was like 19. He had just turned 22, so I was falling in love with this man. Like I thought he was everything. I thought this was gonna be my boyfriend. Like I was in love with him. And every time I hear this song, it's a certain song that was out back then that reminds me of him. And I think it was a song by Mariah Carey. It just came out. It was like the beat was da 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 da, touch my body. Da, 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 da. If it's a camera up ahead, then it's gonna leave with me when I do, I do. If it's a camera up ahead, then I best not catch this flick on YouTube, YouTube. So if you run your mouth and brag about the secret rendezvous, I will hunt you down. That was my song. And every time I hear that song, it reminds me of that situation. It was that song, Keisha Cole, Haven't Seen, and a song by Trina. It was called, it's a song with Trina Keisha Cole called I Got a Thing for You. And that song was like, I used to dedicate that song to him all the time. I was like, y'all, I got a thing for this nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I was in love with him. And it was like, one day, he texted me about fucking. And I had never had sex before in my life, you know what I mean? I was still a virgin. Nobody had my V card yet. So because I was young and I really, really liked him and I wanted him to like me too, I was willing to give it to him. So he was coming to the school to come pick me up because he lived like a few blocks down from the school. I was easy access to him. And I was so scared. You know what I mean? I was scared as a motherfucker. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I'm about to have sex. Oh my God. So we went back, we went to his house, we kissed and everything like that, but nothing happened. It was just like kissing and that's it. Like we like your clothes are off, but you ain't doing nothing but kissing each other. It didn't go further than anything, further than kissing. And he was like, we can't do this, we can't do this, we can't do this. I gotta go because my sister's on her way over here. And I'm like, okay. So he took me back to the room, took me back to my dorm, and that was it. So the next day, he pretty much broke it off with me. And he was like, I couldn't have had sex with you yesterday because I really don't have sex without a relationship. Sex without a relationship is not really my thing. And I was like, well, we can hold off on the sex until we get somewhere because I really really like you. So when I told him that I really liked him, he broke it off with me. And I just didn't understand why. And my feelings were oh so hurt because I was really digging him. Like I was making these subliminal statuses about him on Facebook. It was like another song goes out that time, Alicia Keys' Teenage Love Affair. In the sense, I was still a teenager because I was 19, so that's still a teenager, right? So for me, that was like a teenage love affair in my opinion. Like I was like so open and so like ready for him, but he didn't want me like that. So he broke it off for me. He wouldn't talk to me no more. And then when the semester was over, because he broke it off for me like weeks before the semester was over. So after the semester was over and I moved back home, my cousin came back and told me that the same guy, Walker, tried to holler at him. And I'm like, what? And by that point, me and my cousin Reggie, I didn't know that my cousin was gay at the time, but he knew that I was. But I didn't know that he was gay. He was still hiding it from everybody. And he was like, yeah, he was trying to holler at me. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? He was like, yeah, he doesn't know. I told him that you didn't know about me. And this was down the line when my cousin finally came out to me. He was like, yeah, because Walker tried to holler at me. And I told him that you didn't know about me, which you did. And he was like, well, he doesn't have to know anything. And out of loyalty to you, I just didn't do that. So I was hurt by that too. Then come to find out, it wasn't just me. He had a whole boyfriend who just so happened to be my high school classmate, one of the same guys I just graduated high school with. Small world, isn't it? And I was like, really? Wow. You know what I mean? Wow. So not only was it that, he also had another man besides him. So I was like number three, pretty much. Like that's why he was so quick at first to have sex with me. But then when I finally told him that I liked him, he just backed off. So for me, I was happy that I didn't have sex with him. I didn't lose my virginity to him. I was close to doing it, but it didn't happen. But y'all do know that I wrote a song about him, right? And the song went like this. It's called Soul Shame. And the song goes like this. Please let me remember the words. Ugh. I know it's in my head, but I can't get it. Okay, here you go. This is how the first verse was. When I met you, I was so naive. I really thought you took me seriously. But I found out I wasn't just number two. You had a main guy and two other dudes. I was so ready to hold you down. You had me smiling, but that turned into a frown. I really thought, oh shit, I really thought that I was the do you want, but I see that it was all up front. You had my mind gone, and I really loved it. But you did me so wrong, and I know I didn't deserve it. I wrote the fuck out that song, don't you think? So then, after that was over, I did not talk to him anymore at all. A year later, this guy hit me up on Facebook. And I'm gonna say that his name is Roland. He hit me on Facebook. We were just talking or whatever, and then we lost touch. Because he hit me up the day that me and my ex-boyfriend at the time, Corey, broke up. We had just broke up the same day that he wrote me. And so we broke up, and then Roland came along, and I stopped talking to him. So then he hit me up again, and then we started back talking. So it was crazy how Roland had so many people in common with me that I knew. And I was like, how does he know these people? And one of his brothers was one of my best friends from back in the day. Um his name was Antonio, and I was like, oh wow, you know what I mean? So that's your brother. I did not know that was his brother. Small motherfucking world. But then a month later, we were talking, and he started bringing up this guy, and he kept saying his nickname. And I asked him like, who the fuck is that? And he was like, that's my brother, my other brother. I said, you got another brother? You know what I mean? He said, yeah, I actually got like three brothers. And I'm like, okay, so what's his real name? He said his real name was Walker. And I said, Walker what? He said the last name, and I put two and two together. I said, I used to talk to your brother. He was like, you used to do what? I said, I used to talk to your brother. He said, so you mean to tell me you used to talk to my brother? I said, yeah. He was like, for real? I said, well, I didn't know y'all were brothers. I honestly did not know that y'all were brothers at all. I did not know that. Like, I didn't know. So I felt like I was doing the right thing by telling him, because most people wouldn't have said shit. So I told him, I used to date, I used to date your brother. So he was like, did y'all have sex? I said, no. He said, did y'all kiss? I said, yeah, several times. So you kissed my brother? I said, well, yeah, I was talking to him. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I said, either you do, whatever you do with this information is what you do with it. So you got to make your own decision. You like me, you talking to me, we are building a relationship here. I have a past with your brother. I used to date your brother 2 years prior to us even getting involved with each other on a serious note. So, however you choose to deal with it is on you. But I told you, the ball is in your court. I can't make no other decision. Either you decide you're going to keep fucking with me despite the fact that I had a situation with your brother, or you don't fuck with me because of it. And I'm cool with either situation. He said, well, I'm going to keep talking to you because you didn't fuck my brother. So, and you did not know, so I'm going to keep talking to you. And at first I thought, damn, like I really was talking to two brothers and didn't know it. You know what I mean? But both of them weren't shit at all. Both of them hurt my heart. It's just that Roland gave me a lot of songs to sing and a lot of songs to write. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So that's my story, Scotty. That's my story right here. You know what I mean? Like, Scotty dated two brothers. Scotty ain't perfect. Scotty got his past. Scotty dated two motherfucking brothers. Ain't that something? Don't judge me, but that's what happened. That's my story. Time for the week, and I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. Lord, I hope they don't think I'm some motherfucking hoe for talking to two brothers.